usually do these type of tutorial videos, but I thought it would be fun to show you guys how to do this because a lot of people have been asking me, so I want you guys to be able to learn how to do it. I mean, it is a little bit complicated, but eventually you will get used to it. I've been doing it for a while, and I have had some problems with it, so I will try to go over all the problems I have had. If you have any problems with Blender or Roblox Studio, please contact me or put it in the comments. So I know this might seem difficult, but please stay till the end to make sure you get all of the steps. First, you want to make sure you go to Roblox, so just go to like your opening site thingy. And you're here. So you want to make sure you go to Roblox Studio, but I'm going to go step by step so you guys know exactly what to do. So you want to go to Create, and then hit Start Creating. Since Roblox Studio comes with Roblox, it's not like a separate download. So it should load for you, and then it will be logging you in, and you want to make sure you go to New and go to Base Plate. After that, you see you have Explorer and Toolbox over here. So if you don't know how to get that, yeah, I think you just hit Toolbox right here. And I kind of forgot how to do Explorer. If you know how to do that, please comment that in the comments because it's been a while since I found out how to get Explorer. But otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So you want to go to your plugins. And the first thing that pops up, which is Load Character, you want to download that, install it, and after, go to Plugins and hit Load Character. Type in your character's name. And make sure Spawn at Origin and Spawn R6 is checked off, or else it'll just be wonky and spawn anywhere in Blender. So to move, you just move it with your mouse, and to move, you just hit W, A, S, and D. Or you can use arrow keys. I don't know. I actually never tried that. So you have your character here. So I don't want my character to exactly look like this. I want to make her have a different face. So if you want to make the person have a different face, you go to here. You go to Head, and hit the little arrow, and go to Face, and just hit Delete. After that, if you don't want her to have a face, then yeah, just leave it that way. But if you want, I will be teaching you on how to do that. So you see over here, you want to tap the head, go to Home, and hit the Move thing, and move it out of the body. Then you want to go to Images, and search the type of face you would like. So just get any of these, it doesn't matter. Make sure it's a transparent one, but otherwise, that's pretty much it. So then you would just tap Head again, go to Home, and hit Move. So we have our character here. After, you can delete or add any accessories you would like with the models or whatever. And yeah, if you want different hair, if you want that tutorial, I will teach you how to get new hair for your character and new accessories if you would like. So now you can just hit the little drop down arrow key so it's not all crazy. Just hit your character and hit Export Selection. I'm going to save it under Downloads. I'm going to name it Character. You can name it whatever you would like. So yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, just hit Save. So there's another easy way, but I have more problems with that way, so I am just gonna go do it this way. So the next thing you want to do is get the rig. So I'm gonna be using the blocky rig since my character is the block character. If you want the woman rig or any other rig, I'm gonna be posting the woman rig and the blocky rig in the description, so you can easily get to those. But if you want the other ones, I have not personally used those, so I do not know how to get those. But if you want to find those, just search up another YouTube video and you should be able to find it perfectly fine. So go to wherever you have your rig downloaded. The rig is all you hit is download it, and it should just pop up. So here I'm going to use the blocky rig. If you want to use like the woman rig, you'll just hit woman rig and hit down, and then just make sure and then go to the rig. But I'm going to be using the blocky rig. So yeah, I'm going to type B. It doesn't matter if you use type A or type B. Go to default blend. And it should go ahead and open Blender for you. So we're now in Blender. If you want to move, there's lots of, if you accidentally press something, please ask me what to do and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. To move, you hit the Shift and squiggly key and hit W, A, S, and D. As you see, it's kind of slow to be moving, so just hit Shift at the same time so you can go faster. The first thing we want to do is get the character here with clothing, and we want to change the head. As you see, you can like do tons of things to like the mouth and stuff, but that's not what we're going to be doing today. Yeah, the rig is really easy to move, so you can easily move the arms, the legs, and whatnot. So the first thing you want to do is get the character's clothing on. You want to tap that and go to, actually before we do that, you want to, I'm going to delete the head. So you want to go to, make sure it's on the rig. This little rig is on object mode. So move it till you see like your head is like the same position as your camera. You want to hit B, click, and just drag over the head and all of the other things. You want to hit X after it's highlighted in orange. You see here the mouth didn't fully, so just tap that and hit X and delete. Now you have your character just in place, and now we can go ahead and get the clothing on. So tap any part of your character, it doesn't matter, and make sure there's like a little plus in the corner when you drag your mouse over here. Make sure it's not like this and hold it down and drag until the second screen pops up. You want to go over here to the table that looks like it has a glass ball on it and go to Shader Editor. So you see here, this looks really complicated, but really it's not. So all you want to zoom in, and you want to go to this orange one right here. Use these little things to help you move up and down. You want to hit this little one that has a file. Let me zoom in a little bit. You want to hit this little thing that says File. You want to open that and go to Downloads, or wherever you saved it, and just hit the highest number you have on Zoe Archangel or your username and just tap that. So it might be transparent, the skin, and if that does happen, just do it again. I bet it will happen for me, or not. But yeah, if it does, then simply just download it, do it again in Roblox Studio. So now that you have that, you want to go here, and I mean, it doesn't matter, but so just click off and make sure that it's the little plus sign again and just drag up and it should just be back to normal. So just move to like the front of your character. It doesn't really matter if you're on the side. So now we want to get the head in. So hit File, Import, Wavefront OBJ. Go to Downloads and go to your character that you saved. So I have a few other ones, but I named my character, so I'm just going to import and make sure it's OBJ. Then you want to go to Geometry and hit Split by Group so you can easily move all the objects, and so it's not just one object. If you're just moving the head as one big thing and all the accessories, then you can do that. But if you want to pose the accessories in all different positions, then I'd say Split by Group is the best for you. So you have the head here. You just want to rotate until like the character's perfectly here. So as you see, we have the whole character, but we don't want the whole character. So we're gonna click off, and we're gonna just tap X and just delete all of the body parts. You can do this in Roblox Studio, but I've been having some problems, so I advise doing Split by Group and doing that. Then you can just hit B, select all the things, and just drag it onto your character. So now you have your character. As you see, my bunny ears are kind of black. So all you would do, when you go into the actual thing, they're not black, so it really doesn't matter. If you use some transparent things, I will show you how to fix that. Otherwise, we're back into here. So now we want to make sure we want to pose our character. So you're just gonna tap the rig, the actual rig, not the body part, and just hit Pose Mode. Go to Object Mode, go to Pose Mode. So you can pose the character in whatever way you like. So you can look on Google and look for different poses, or you can simply just make up your own. So I'm going to go ahead and make my character, and I will, so literally all you do to move it, it's actually really satisfying. I mostly use rotate to do all of my things. So like to lift your arm, you can do that. To like bend the little hand, you just like do that. You can like if you want to go back, if you don't like the pose, hit Control Z. And if this pops up, just hit solid. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, as you see here, it went to wireframe. So to get down here, just go to solid mode. For some reason it does this a lot. Suddenly, really, we don't need to go backspace. We can just move it back down. But if you do have trouble with that, just keep spamming it. And yeah. So now we have our character all loaded in. And yeah, now we can start posing it. So just pose it however you like, and I will be back after I am done posing it. So if you want to select multiple things, you would just hit the head, hit shift, and just select whatever other thing you want to select. So now that we have all of our things selected, we can go ahead and hit the rotate button and move it however we would want. So if you want to move it this way, you have to hit this button and then hit move. Move it back to the head. And just position it on how you want it to be. So we have our little character posing here. And so now we want to, so as you see here, before we do that, we want to add a background and we want to do the lighting. So go back to your Google or whatever you use to look up things and search up hdrihaven.com. So you want to go, since I'm already on the HDRIs, you just hit HDRIs in the corner and it should bring you to all the HDRIs. So the HDRIs give you really good lighting and yeah. So I'd advise on using the sunset and sunrise ones because those are the best for these, I believe. If you want to use other ones, just search them out. I'm going to go to the sunrise and sunset ones though. I actually already downloaded some, so but I will show you how to like get them. So let's say you want like, I don't know, you want like, let's say like this lighting. Let's just say that. But you can pick whatever one you want. I like doing the beach ones. So you go down, you scroll down, and I would say go to 4K, 8K, and 16K. Just take longer, but they look the exact same. So just hit that, and it should get download over here. So after you have it, it should save to like your downloads. So just go back to Blender, and again, now you want to go over here. But before you do that, you want to hit the rig and hit object mode. So go to shader editor. Now you see it's just blank. It's completely blank. You want to go over here. No, not that. You want to go over here to object and hit world. So now you want to hit use nodes. Go to add and go to texture and environment texture. You want to place that right there and then just connect these little yellow dots together. You want to go to open and go to your downloads and go to like these 4K things that they say. So I'm going to use Kira Dawn, the one I already, it wasn't the other one, but I will just use this one because I like how it looks. So now you have it here. You want to go back to 3D viewpoint and your character should be here. So now you want to see what the HDRI looks like with the character. So you see here it adds really cool lighting to your character. I mean, it's too bright for me, so I'm going to go and select the whole character and move it how I want it to be. So I'm going to move it like that, so it's not completely facing the sun. So it gives it a really nice shadow. See, now it's a little bit dark, but there's some shadow hitting it, and it looks really nice. So as you see, the little glasses are like transparent, and you can't really see them. So if that does happen, go back to the solid mode thing, tap the glasses or whatever thing is transparent, go to shader editor, actually go back to 3D viewpoint, and hit drag down from here again, and go to here, go to shader editor, go back to object, and then hit the little one that's like the one in the bottom corner and just hit X. Then you can drag that back up. So then you want to go back here and the glasses should appear better. See, now you can actually see the black in the little lenses. So now you have the little lighting and it looks really pretty, but you're like, it has a background. I don't want a background. So if you don't want a background, I will show you how to do that. But first, I'm gonna just take my face, and I am going to do the same thing because the face looks a little bit transparent to me. Otherwise, let's see how that looks. See, now that looks blender, the face shows up more and it's not as blurry. But of course, if you want to move it so there's more sunlight, then yeah. If you don't want the shadow, like if you don't want the light half like on the body kind of, then all you would go. If you want to learn, I will show you how to make a much better GFX with cool backgrounds and so on. I will also try to do an animation video on how to make an animation with this. So since we want the background transparent, go to film and hit transparent. And then you want to go to output right here. So if you would just have it like this, it should look like this. And then you should go here, go to output. Go, and you really don't have to do this. Hit the file format button right here and go to PNG. Then we want to make sure it's RGBA. So now if you go into this, the background will be transparent and the light will just be hitting it, which will look really cool. So now that's really all we have to do, and now we can render the image. But before we do that, we want to hit add and go to camera. Now we want to hit this little camera thing, this little circle right here that's next to the hand, and just hit that. So then of course move the camera to how you want it. So as you see, I do not like this camera position because it's like a square and I don't want it to be like that. So of course, and also if you want to move this, just move it how you usually move in Blender. So it's also, you want to make sure the rendering engine is in Cycles and not Eevee or Workbench. Usually when I'm making animations, I would do it in Eevee. Oh yeah, you go to dimensions, sorry. And this little thing that looks like a printer printing out paper. So you want to go here. And you want to change, I'm going to change mine to 1000 by 1000. And so it should just be a big square, or sort of like a rectangle perfectly performed for like your character. So just move the thing to how you want it to be. So then just hit this and you can see that it's all rendered perfectly and it's really pretty. So now you want to go up to here to render and hit render image. So it will take like a little time to render. It shouldn't take too long, like 5 to 10 minutes at most. Sometimes it takes like 1 minute. Like it matters on the thing. So yeah, again, if your accessories are transparent, just do what I did and hit the object or the accessory, and yeah, just delete that little transparent box. There's other ways to get it on transparent, but I find that the easiest way. So I see it's rendering here, so I will come back when it's finished rendering. Okay, so it is finished rendering and it looks so beautiful, and yeah. So if you want the background, I will do another video on how to make it and how to add like cute little accessories to like your backgrounds. So if you want to go to image, save as. So then you go here, go to your downloads, and just hit plus folder in the corner. Just name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it Zoe Archangel Tutorial. And yeah, you can just click off that, and then you go to that little folder, click on it, and just hit save image. Right here. So then your image, if you tap on it, it should pop up and you should have your image ready to go. It looks so cute, and I will also make a video on how to edit and change the lighting in like editing software, so you don't have to, so you can just have like the cool things, but you can have it different darknesses and shades, and it looks really cool. But otherwise, that is pretty much it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Otherwise, I'm out. Bye!